Man, what's going on, everybody? Making a quick video of the S2000. Some of you may remember that some years ago I did a 4-part buyer's guide video of the S2000. And it's amazing how this car continues to be relevant today. You know, that engine. And you can see here, it's got that new oil filter, which is the updated Honda one. That nice valve cover gasket in there, looks good. Things you want to look out for, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of going through the S2000 and kind of thinking about how this car continues to evolve as far as public opinion and its relevancy and its specialness. And when you get in this car, let me get in here for a minute. Here we go. Oh yes. You know, look at this thing. You got the 9,000 RPM tach, that iconic engine start button. You got that manual transmission. Look at that. Man. And it gets me thinking about what else is out there to replace this car. And how much, you know, as you develop as a driver and you experience other cars, you know, whether it be faster cars, more expensive cars, more luxurious cars, cars with a more premium brand. As you mature as a driver, you tend to come back to this car. And you come back to it for a few reasons. You realize how pure it is and how communicative it is. And how it continues to reward you in higher and higher levels as you develop as a driver. So this car is barely a car that someone will tell you, I reached the limits and bounds of the S2000. You know, it's usually the story goes, I sold the car, I continued to evolve as a driver in other platforms, to the point that I've matured as a driver, and it gave me the additional perspective to look back at the S2000 and appreciate the car even more. Therefore, I must find another S2000 and get back into it. So this car is almost like a platform that evolves at your pace as a driver, and it's there for you as you evolve. So suppose you just started driving your first rear-wheel drive car. It's okay, it will go at that pace. You know, you just have to respect it. You know, respect the car, understand that if you're gonna play with it at its limits, it's gonna require and demand a certain type of respect, response, and maturity. And as you grow as a driver and you're able to get closer to the limit and respond appropriately, it's going to give you a bit more. That's why I see this all the time on the social medias of the world. People get to drive faster cars, whether it's GT3s or Corvettes, ZR1s, ZL6s, and Porsches and all that. Yes, those are wonderful cars, but then you start going back to the S2000 and realize that this car is in a league of its own. So I think this video is more to kind of talk about how this car has an energy and almost a spirit of its own. And if one is patient, it will be there for you as you evolve in life as a person and as a driver. And one must realize sooner than later that this is a car that earned a permanent spot in your garage. It is not a temporary solution. It is the solution for a driver's car, especially where we're going today. In the past couple of years, there's been a shift in mindset. There's been a great awakening as far as people realizing that it's an end of an era, right? There are talks of electrification. There's a dreadful realization by Honda enthusiasts that there would not be another S2000, and if it is, it's definitely not going to be a successor of this car in terms of a naturally aspirated experience or a non-electric experience. I think the only company that is actually giving us a less hooray is Toyota, with the GR86, the GR Corolla, the manual Supra. Of course, Honda gave us the new F05 Civic Type R, but that is not a S2000 successor. You know, they're breaking records. Sure, it's a fast car, but is it an S2000 successor? Of course not. And people are realizing and are trying to cling to the last of an era to be their lifetime cars. You know, yes, we're going to buy newer cars, but there's that realization. And I think people are going through a great awakening. So my suggestion is enjoy these cars while you can. Enjoy these cars while you can get out, in and out of these cars physically. Don't take that for granted, because it takes a certain level of youth and energy and physical prowess to egress an S2000. Respect the ND2 Miata, respect the GR86, support those cars. But anyway, this is an unscripted video on this day, to show some appreciation for the S2000 and just to maybe hopefully start some videos again of other cars and other experiences. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the Civic Type R and other cars. And yeah, so thanks for all the support on the buyer's guide video. There's a 4-video guide on what to look for. It's nowhere perfect, but it's got the fundamentals in there. Keep on driving. Later.